Got it. Now I need to wait for a while because yeah. Okay. Again, warm welcome everyone on Zoom and warm welcome everyone on YouTube. Hello again. This week we are live yesterday and today. Woo. Welcome. This is a notification from YouTube. I'm going to put the Zoom, the link for Zoom in the chat in YouTube. So those of you who are watching us, maybe I need a little bit time for that because it doesn't allow me here to put the link. Okay, in a while there will be a link. And those of you who are watching us on YouTube, you can jump here. It is nice. Here, I mean in Zoom. So we pick a title for today's live and Zoom meeting, Seeing Through Conditioning. And we can start from here. What means to see through conditioning?
Yeah,
or
we already start behind the scene
yeah.
before this live show.
Live streaming. But you didn't miss anything, so to speak.
So few words. This one, which is born, which has family, which is father or mother or
husband, wife, brother,
live
sister.
life or whatever, is just a imagination. Is built of story and imagination, and everything which is what is going on is put to this story, like a comics, and every day is new chapter from the comics it put to the book, someone's life. And conditioning is, what is the problem with conditioning? Because there is strong belief that there is someone which is has one and the same problems, and they are repeating in these chapters again and again.
In a different forms, but usually, of course, everyone can confirm that in their own experience, that usually the so-called problems are one and the same. They're just from a different, it seems that they're different, but it's pointing one and the same. What it is, relationship, what else, work, money, whatever.
Yeah, and because, let's say, all this is okay, this is in another topic. Okay, so if someone says, yeah, but this is what is, so what is the problem? So the problem is that problems are one and the same: lack of money, lack of relationship, problems with health, zdravie.
Health, lack of respect.
And yeah, this is what is, and if you're okay with this, I'm okay. But we're saying that it is possible to pass through conditioning, because conditioning is, let's say, this is the price of I exist, I'm alive.
I'm here dealing with my problems.
Yeah, I am living life and I am my problems. Without my problems, it is one and the same with dying. I don't exist. So this is the price of seemingly existence, living life.
So how to see through conditioning? Here comes the question: how to see through conditioning? Okay, let's see. We like to explore first what is conditioning, and we just explore that.
Yeah. But that's why we're in Zoom, and we have friends here, so we can
explore
talk
together.
Yeah, not like in general, because in general is again conditioning.
Yeah, again. I'm trying to put the link for Zoom in the chat in YouTube unsuccessfully so far. I don't know where is that. It opens here on the right. Maybe now. Okay. Maybe now. Okay, here it is. Okay. So I put the link for Zoom in the chat, in the live chat, guys.
Okay.
And now, yeah, the space is open.
So, Michael, Klaus, if you want to jump into
to explore something.
To share, to explore.
It doesn't need to be connected with what is being shared right now. It can be, of course, whatever is alive for you at the moment. Maybe conditioning is something, I don't know, not an issue at the moment. I don't know.
If Klaus wants to start, he can start, or I can start, whatever.
Yeah, go on, please go on. On Michael.
As far as I'm been exploring this for the past week, the conditioning in this case, so as not to call it my case, seems to be around fear for some reason, and that jumpstarts some thoughts which right now are being seen as both illusions and much more distant from from just what they were a couple of days ago. What's, I'm not sure, confusing, but rather seeing through them as in being able to separate this physical sensation. For me, fear oftentimes becomes physical, as in the solar plexus most of the time. And somehow there's an impression that after sort of, I would call it an experience a couple of days ago with going through the exercises and getting more awareness, it's amplified in a way, as in the physical emotions, like the physicality aspect of the emotions is amplified. Like in the solar plexus, like they appear bigger, as in, or I'm just more aware of the sensation and not sure which is which.
And they are not personal.
No, they're not personal. As far as they're concerned, it's very visible. They're like patterns. It's very visible that it's stuff from the past oftentimes. And like, so, okay, this situation that brings fear now is actually, I can see from the past, like a thought of another thought when it was a similar decision, similar situation. And it's just more like the question of, is it supposed to be amplifying what something like that? Like, why is it more visible? It becomes both more present, or it's the awareness is bigger, and also it passes much faster. If I just stop both thinking, like just midway of the thoughts, stopping the thinking and just move to something else, both the sensations and the process just stop. So I'm not sure if it's a good thing or it's a worse thing. More like the question.
Yes, exactly. So I can notice in your sharing first that there is a lightness, there is a joy, laughter. So
but not one last thing that I've seen since observing, like as much as possible in the past week, every sort of everything was moved to sensation, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, as much as possible, even in public, not just in my personal space when I'm doing my exercises or the exercises. What is visible, as in a difference between a day and the other, is after this I don't know, awareness of it from the day of Sunday, which was maybe much more constricted. On Monday, after reading and doing a bunch of exercises, it seems to some extent that both I'm seeing a broader, like actual seeing, it widened, like it's like I'm seeing more of the same picture, and that I'm seeing the easiest way of relating this is I'm seeing like the higher FPS, like frames per second. It's like the resolution increased, and it's confusing because sometimes I'm moving my head like that, and I'm usually these things are not noticed, and it's confusing in many ways, just being more into the sensations, every type of sensation.
Yeah, but sensations are not connected with personal story and something.
No, it's just the sensation. It's just that they're more present, just the sensation, and is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? That's what's confusing.
What is asking that? Where this question comes from?
They're just thoughts, but they're also like the sensations are there. They're more visible. They're more everything. There's definitely less. It goes in the back of the head, and I just don't see what I'm just like thoughts running. Like just I actually prepared. I had prepared the question, which was what was actually was meant by thoughts are just the thoughts matter in the sense that they're there, not their content. And just before this, oh yeah, basically that whatever it is a label, and while it may point and you have the impression that it's some true aspect, it's actually still a story because it's not the experience. So you get to that point like, okay, this is really confusing.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, that for me that shift is obvious. So how you feel? Is there freedom? Something is there living life?
Oh yeah, already. I've been so to give you a small timeline of how it happened. That was Monday. While I was still in Barcelona, I went outside because how you test. I can share the thread from the forum. I followed basically someone else's journey, but putting myself in their shoes because I'm like, well, would I like?
There is no one else, you know.
No, the guide might happen, the guide might not happen, but it's the same journey because the same is like everyone realizes the same thing. So it's like might as well do the thing. And from the first day, I think so. I know that most the way this conversation happened in the forum is like first the person, then the guide, and like every day one of those. I just went like 6 of them, and I had like 6 exercises, and I just did all of them. And I've been like learning for an exam. So it's like need to do everything. So what happened is, again, visually, it's like I'm able to see more the eye, whatever eye. On the day it happened, somehow not just less reaction, it's like 90% less reactivity of the usual stories. As in, while on the street, sometimes you get funny looks from people kind of like assessing you. And I had 2 metaphors for those. One of them was like passing through like a cloud, and the other one is like, like a drop of water jumps from a balloon. And it's like an interesting thing, an interesting experience. Then the second day, because I had to catch a flight back home, and there were more thoughts, as in I was confused. Like, okay, this is Monday, really spacious. Tuesday, because again, moving the baggage and also the flight, it's like maybe nothing was achieved because there are so many thoughts today. Not that I'm identifying with them, it's just like there's so many. The flight got delayed. I was in the airport 6 hours, but at the same time, there wasn't any usual trigger, as in this happened to me. The plane was delayed only for me out of those 200 other people because it was a booked flight. Now it was none of that. It's like 6 hours. I'm going to take my phone, play some video games, whatever, move around. And then after I got home, spaciousness appeared again. So it's like, maybe it wasn't a fake. So it's like, I'm not sure which is which. It's just like there's lightness, like compared to last week. Again, visual field, the gap, what it was called, the gap in the exercises, as I call them. It's there.
You mean the gap between thoughts?
Yeah. And I wrote in my I had years ago, weird experience, like 3 days of mostly no thoughts. And the way it happened at the time was like, I'm going back to the countryside in my parents' house, so I have nothing to think about. And somehow whatever was deep inside was like, yeah, it makes sense. So like 3 days just passed. But like that was 5 years ago. Nothing like that. This is the closest thing to that. And there are thoughts, quite a few, and it ebbs and flows. But it's less that, oh, these are my thoughts. It's more like, why are there so many thoughts? Like, it's not that I'm into them. It's like, should there be so many thoughts sometimes? Like, shouldn't it be always so much space? So that's what confuses me mostly. Like, is that the conditioning just that gets how should I put, not it, because not there. It's more like gets released, or like I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope you know better.
Yeah.
Expectation.
Yeah. So first that thought, confusion is normal. It's a common thing. It's a completely new
for the system.
For the system is new, like as if one friend said that metaphor, as if you realize that you are born in Mars, not in the Earth, and it's strange. It feels strange, like it's for the system is new. That's why the confusion is here, and it's a common thing. So thoughts, they are also wondering what's going on, but there is something. Thoughts follow the experience. So maybe it will takes time, and then it will be the new normal. So thoughts will follow the experience. Basically,
the recognition.
Yeah, the recognition. They follow that. And for a while, there could be like something from conditioning from before. It depends. Was there a lot of thinking prior to that or no?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like the day in the airport, there was thinking, but there wasn't my thinking. It's more like there were a lot of thoughts. Is there normal? is there a normal experience after having that prior experience to be having so many thoughts? Like it was more of a case of, was this it? Was I having some expectations? And it's like, oh, this is what it is. Like there's no more. It's like just like that, and it ebbs and flows and ebbs and flows. Or and that has been something is like, maybe this is spiritual bypassing because I learned the new terms. Maybe this is that.
Okay, check for yourself. Notice that thoughts are someone's or thoughts are known. Notice right now.
There are no thoughts.
Yeah.
Compared to now and a couple of days ago, there is vast space, and also just stopping doesn't, as previously, just start some random thread about some random thing that's mostly irrelevant for whatever is happening today. It's like past, future, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a center which rules life? Is there a center which notice your hand? Center which move the hand?
No, it happened by itself. At this point, I was. The joke was 2 days ago. The way that happened, it's like I enter one of the rooms and I start dancing. Like, okay, but I did not plan that. And like the same thing here, I was like, this was not planned. And random, randomly moving the hand or gestures. So it's like, probably this is a proof of that. Or is that like Alzheimer, where like the hand does that? Like it's either this or that at this point. And the ways I at least look at it from that thing Monday, it's more like it's either this or the other thing, which is maybe not rich, it's inevitable. Either one of the others. Like it's either that, and maybe that was a glimpse, and like processing times, it is gonna happen eventually, sometime, whatever, this week, next week, whatever. Or it already happened. It's like, oh, it's only that. Oh, okay. I was expecting something more from whatever I read in this random.
Oh, wonderful. Notice that expectation. It is very subtle and very simple and never what we expect it to be. Notice that. It's never ever. It is unique experience, but never what was expected to happen.
That's definitely the case. I remember reading some time ago, so I'm like Kundalini energy, and I'm like, I couldn't sleep until 5 a.m., but it didn't feel like whatever was going through my spine and whatever. It's like whatever you could read. It's like there were like fireworks. It was more like a moment. Oh, another important thing, and it might be important to mention, because English is not the first language. Somehow I had the awareness that English in this case, it's primarily conceptual. And in that night, the first thing that happened, my thoughts, which oftentimes are in English for some reason, my thoughts, whatever thoughts, were previously my thoughts in the past were previously in English, all of a sudden switched to Romanian back while I was away. And I had the moment where I was looking at the phone, reading something in English, or like actually reading gateless pressures, and it seemed preposterous to go to that process of adding a layer, like another label of English, Romanian, and also whatever is being read. So it's like that's the moment when I realized when like whatever, there was the realization of the fact that in Romanian, if saying am going to the store or am hungry without the I makes sense, and never in my life I remember saying I am whatever, because it makes sense, am whatever without the I. It's probably one of the reasons why it makes sense to this. Like, oh yeah, there's no self in the sense of I've never thought that much about it. Like I have done this, whatever. It's like it's a doing. There's a first person singular. That's the verb, but just because it's like the grammar doesn't mean there's anything behind. So I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. You did wonderful job. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
So until you're waiting a guide, you read some of random threads and make exercise, and it's ready.
Well, basically, yeah. I looked on the forum. No one responded on the second day, but like on the day then, on like 27th, there was a thought of maybe give it a try, see what others did. I reckon that the forum is there so others can see the journey of the people on there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And what made sense, it was instead of going one by one through those exercises, was to go through all of them because they probably stacked on top of each other. So I made like a notes app on the Mac. I had like 6 of them and just went through them, and whatever I remember during the day, I like doing the noting exercise around the city, which is like, this is seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting. Just a thought of a thought, a thought of a thought. Honestly,
yeah, exactly.
Honestly, that was the hardest one. It's like the one is like, it's a thought, and when I think about it, it becomes a thought of a thought. Okay, if it's a thought, it's any thought. So that were the confusion around thoughts, the existence of thoughts, not the content of the thoughts. That's not an experience. Like just because there's something going on, like a mental chatter, there is the validity of its existence, not the validity of its content. So that was confusing. It's still rubbish, but it's happening. So like that's an experience.
Yeah. Wonderful. So what I can share, like listening and just showering in your experience, like it's so wonderful to reflect that everything, whatever is the experience there is absolutely valid and it's unique. So this is the end of comparison. Like it doesn't matter what the others are saying, what the others are reporting, what the others are writing or making videos about that or whatever. It doesn't matter.
For you, it's just color and sounds and English language, nothing more.
Yeah, you can confirm that because it is happening there. It's direct experience. This is it.
That's where the sort of like the fork in the road came. Either it already happened and I'm confused, as in not the me, it's more like there's confusion because the expectations were set by some people that were really poetic, and my experience is not the poetry. Honestly, it's prose at best. It's like a novel. This is not poetry. And or the second, which is like, even though it happened on Monday, today I did the exercises again, just because like I don't know what's happened. So whatever needs to be deconstructed will get deconstructed more and more. And that was like, eventually it either already happened or it's gonna happen eventually. So what makes sense is to do the exercise.
Wonderful. So first is freedom. So in
Like this.
Liberation Unleashed Forum, this is the goal, to free the heart, how Ilona says.
That's there.
Yeah. Wonderful. And second, this for poets, let's say this is okay, there is no one, but still look, there is beautiful girls, birds.
There is indeed a much higher appreciation of everything on Monday. I just sat on the pier in Barcelona, just looking at the sea, hearing everything. I was much clearer hearing, wide seeing. Like previously, when I went to the sea, I could see like this, or like discern what like in front of my eye, and then it's like this. It's like, okay, why this is a wide lens? Like we have a better camera now. Something is different. Not sure if the difference means something. But it's interesting. Like there was an appreciation. I could definitely say, or can say now and the previous days, that somehow there is the thought of loving people more, as in randomly it just appears, looking at something, looking at a picture of someone, looking at nature, looking at a picture of my parents, friends, or a random thought, as in having a conversation with someone, even on text, and just a thought arises like, oh yeah, do love these people, can maybe wait to see them again, because I've been out for like a month out of home. And it happens. Maybe in the past would have been some judging, as in, oh yeah, you're a guy or whatever. It makes sense in the society. More or less like yeah, it is what it is. Like really, I feel like that. It's not like it's not. It doesn't go like just a thought. It's more like it's thought and then it's felt in the body too.
Wow, yeah, wonderful. No words here. Yeah.
I'm keen to ask you something. One of there are some final questions, of course, and there are some arguments and pros and cons about these final questions. But anyhow, they are given to the people who are coming into the forum. And then, so one of those questions is, what are you responsible for? And I'm keen to ask you that. Right now, in this very moment.
Oh, I thought we were talking about philosophical responsibility towards society. I was like, that's
what responsibility means. What are you responsible precisely?
Nothing.
Are you responsible for tomorrow?
Yeah, for tomorrow, for what is being said, for how you are going to show up tomorrow. What is tomorrow even? What is time? Where is it?
It's not here, so it's just in my mind at best. It's somewhere there. Like it's a thought of a thought. Okay, because you asked the thing about the time, paired with the understanding that my English is a concept. It's full of labels and it's not the real deal. It's the fact that it was seen that the past is a thought, which is an impression of a lived experience. And remember, the past is a thought of a thought. That's where the confusion came from. And then the future is again an impression of a potential experience, but it's a thought of a thought. So again, it has nothing to do with the actual lived experience. Around the responsibility, it's more like a moment-to-moment responsibility, less so planned. To some extent, there's some confidence that the showing up will be with compassion. Otherwise, probably this whatever seeking wouldn't have happened for some reason. There were other things to satisfy whatever selfish craving, instead of putting under the microscope that there's an eye. And it's like it's this.
Yes.
It's just this.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, I'm so happy. so happy.
I'm happy too.
Yeah.
Of course, it is beyond words.
Yeah,
Like you cannot
this can be
express
felt.
that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the past there was a lot of philosophizing, as in maybe that will happen, happen as in that will make happen something. Maybe it's like if I really think about it, I'm sure that things will piece together to get to actual like lived peace, like feeling in peace. And the actual experience is, of course, that definitely it was not through the thinking. It was through seeing that the thinking itself was the problem, or like one of the problems.
Thinking cannot solve that. No,
Yeah.
no amount of thought can solve that.
Finally, I understood what was meant by thoughts, but not their content. Like, okay, yeah, everything is in a thought. The thought is real. What's in the thought, it's a lie. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, and I like you share this with solar plexus. So there is a contraction.
No. While speaking, communicating, or being in presence of others, it's expansion. And especially when I get to talking, that contraction moves. That's why I mentioned that the contraction, it seemed that it's a contraction. It's like, it's not just, oh, it's fear. It's more like, oh, it's a contraction in the solar plexus, and also some bullshit in the head. and there was an attempt to be there with it. Maybe there's a reason to be there with it. And now speaking with you guys is maybe like somehow it get like, once the focus is not on it, it just disappeared. Before I got into the call, there was a tension. I'm not sure exactly about what the tension was. It was more like, I don't know what to expect, or more like that. And being present and talking and interacting, because the awareness was moved, so did the tension, like just evaporated.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I just had this thought worth sharing. If I have a template or a document that I use for the exercises, if someone else wants it, because otherwise you would have to go through the forum and yeah, whatever. So I can share that maybe a document or something.
Yeah, just shortcut. No need to subscribe for. Just check these few exercises and go.
Yeah, one lovely lady shared. I was having an interview with her, and she shared that she read Ilona's book. Like she bought the book, not Gateless Gatecrashers, the Liberation Unleashed book, and she said that I read
half of book.
I mean, not half, even like first chapter.
Yeah.
And that was it. She was in the hospital.
And the said, so she shared. So guys, yeah, if you can't buy the half of book, no, the whole.
No, as far as the experience, what was experience, it appeared that there is a process about the processes.
Yeah.
And
this is the tricky part.
Yeah.
Ask you now, what did you do? Tell me honestly, what did you do exactly? Did you voluntarily choose to subscribe into the forum? Did you choose to read that thread?
Because
what did you choose?
I have more fun of these funny stories of randomly happening, because they all happen.
Yeah, exactly.
If people are all right, I can in 2 minutes explain how I came across all this in just 2 minutes, because the way it happened is I have Frank Yang. What I have him subscribed on Instagram. I saw on Instagram that he mentioned Kevin or something from Simply the Scene. Going to Simply the Scene website, I saw that he mentioned Liberation Unleashed. While on Liberation Unleashed, sort of like intuition was like, why not post? Because usually I don't post. Like I'm pretty private about this stuff. And then another thing just appeared, like, how about maybe the forum has has a reason to be here. Maybe the reason the form is here so that other people can see the guys that went before what they went through. So nothing, honestly, because what
Yes.
couldn't have planned. A funny follow-up is in the airport. I paid for my seat. I usually don't pay for my seat. I paid for my seat. Near me there was a lady and another guy. The lady's husband asked whether I want to move to another place, and I thought about it. And, I don't feel it. I love you guys, and still, like, at the same time, I paid for me at the window, more like just not to get anxious. And somehow we got into a conversation again, nothing planned. Before the plane took off from Barcelona, somehow there was already an invitation from them to stay at their place from March to September next year. They didn't even leave the city, and the thing was there. I was like, it happened. At this point, like, couldn't have, like, even if there would have been an eye, this is the type of thing that an eye cannot control. A good conversation couldn't have been controlled. A good interaction couldn't have been controlled, even if some eye would have been there.
Wonderful. Yeah. Amazing shit.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, I'm really.
I hope this rant helped, in the sense that going through it, it's like, oh, it's actually not a big deal, and it's more expectations than reality.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm also happy to say that we are streaming that, so it's going to be on YouTube
Forever.
No. If you
No.
We'll cut it from.
we'll get it. So
No worries.
no problem.
No. Can honestly say that after the experience recently, there is no more thinking of what someone else that I would never meet would think. In the same manner of seeing someone on the street, like, looking me up and down, and just being, as in, it's their experience, whatever it is. And just enjoying, like you're saying, the birds and the bees, like everything that is being, like, the cool thing about having no self is there's nothing to protect, and it's sort of like in the same space of what to hide from.
Yeah, wonderful.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the end of protection, but some protection may appear also, but
yeah, of course, there is no opasnost.
there is no danger.
There is no danger to jump in front of the car. This is
Oh, you mentioned that.
You're going to jump in front of the car.
No, I did not jump in front of the car. In the first day, there rose a lot of fear around control, but the way it manifested was, I in Barcelona, the apartment was on the second floor, and it was a small one, and there was, in the first half hour of whatever clicked, there was a instance of, like, what now? What if I involuntarily trip and fall over and that subsided, but for some reason there was this thing, like, this is dangerous, seeing this, like, this, exactly like you're saying, and it's like there was, like, these thoughts keep on going around, might be dangerous to see that there's no. So now that you mentioned danger, there was a thing of, is it dangerous that this happens?
yeah. This is conditioning. So this is coming like an old program and say you should listen me, us, or whatever, because You are otherwise.
What if you're going to trip and fall over the balcony? Because that makes sense.
There never was a self. So only an idea falls away. So there never was a self, and this, whatever is this, was not attempt to fall from the balcony, and now is also not going to fall from the balcony.
Exactly. It's like
the idea is not there, right?
Yeah.
Because it
No self doesn't mean all stupid. It's like no self not equal all stupid. So that eventually fell away. But the thought, like, not that they were my thoughts, it's just like thoughts, streams of thoughts appearing. It's like, why? This is not being dumb now. It's not like lobotomy or something. It's just seeing things.
No reason to jump and to kill yourself. No, there is no self, but no reason to. No, this is supreme intelligence. It's thoughts are just commentator, nothing.
If you want to be exposed a little bit more, I would ask you, what is your you can write it in the chat though. What is your name in the forum? So I or Lobo, we can jump there and just to ask you the final questions if you want to. Only if you want to. It's not
Yep.
You can write it in the chat. Only if you want.
Yeah, definitely. This is the one. It's basically the name.
Okay, I'm gonna see it.
Probably the questions were seen in the thread for Anastasia, and I sort of like kind of remember answering them, and they were obvious, too obvious. So it's like maybe there should be some testing with someone that already gone through it, and it's like, again, no spiritual bypassing. That was the thing.
Yeah, spiritual bypassing is something else.
What is spiritual bypassing?
What is spiritual?
Sort of like claiming attainments, and it's like attainments as in this whatever state was reached. Especially I've read about it in like Buddhist stuff, and it's just been at the back of my mind. It's like this experience is glorious. At the same time, maybe I'm imagining it.
Yeah, doubt is coming. No. You cannot be free. No.
The freedom was there. There was also the question of maybe I'm imagining it. It's like, so
yeah, freedom is from this imagination. I am something. I am contracted. So
it is amazing. The first sort of like seeing of it, it seemed like everything opened up. The best thing I could, like going from like a shack to a big mansion. Like this is like this, even if there are thoughts, they're like small, and whenever they seem big, there are just thoughts. The question is like, why do I have so many thoughts? It's like, why are there so many thoughts?
Yeah, no reason, but they would.
Yeah, and now, or at least today, they haven't. So it's like probably just some tiredness from traveling and whatever, hungriness or whatever. No other reason.
Yeah. Some guys share that they start to put notes everywhere because they start forget, because thoughts are so quiet, everything is okay. No, it's I promised to call my mom. Okay, make sure that I wrote this. It's because
it's the way it happens, because I don't feel there's any doing to that. I would call at best some intuition. There's like, you probably should do whatever, and there's some actual sort of like the intuition giving good advice, as in should probably go and close whatever faucet is open in the bathroom. But it's not like oh, you haven't opened you haven't closed the faucet. Because of that, we're gonna pay whatever so much more for.
Like Juji.
like a mommy.
Yeah. The now speaking, the judgment aspect seems to be kind of out. Sort of like the thoughts are at best like some pattern that it's like, oh, in the past there was this thing when a similar situation happened, something appeared, and it's now like, why? Like, it makes no sense to have it. It's like, okay, that was stupid, and just moving on with whatever was happening. But they all smoke.
Yeah, and the idea is that thoughts are only like a Google Navigator to go to, let's say, back to Barcelona to catch a flight. To
Yep.
no mom, not someone who advise and judging and suppressing and you're not good enough or whatever. No.
That one with the not good enough now seems the most stupid, as in as in there was an idea about sending some documents to a big company, like a big international company, to a CEO, and a pattern in the past was there with, they're so big, some thoughts around how big the company, and they're not going to respond, and of course there's a presence to it. It's like, so what? Like, this is just a pattern. I've had like everyone like fills my inbox with stupid stuff. There's a right for me to do it as well, at least.
Yeah.
But there's less judging, especially on things that were insecurities. One of them being, while not visible, for example, insecurity about falling hair as a man. I think probably that's relatable, and it now it seems so weird as a thought pattern. It's like, whatever the body is, the body is. and then other people are probably so concerned with how they look that even if they're bothered, it's going to be for a second and they're not going to talk to you, and that's cool. Hey, look at what the other thing is glorious.
Yeah, but this is freedom to show up how you
are.
If they desire to pull makeup or whatever, is okay. Put a makeup or it's okay. If not, you're also okay. So yeah.
Freedom. That's all I was going to say. Freedom.
Yeah.
The things that happen sort of like as an expression, I enjoying to be clean, like instead of being like dirty with dirty clothes, it's seen as that it just is it's for the nice. Instead of I need to make myself look better or whatever. The process doesn't happen. It's like, those clothes look really interesting. What if they were on here? It's like, and feels liberating in so many ways.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, just be, I don't know what to say. Just be curious how this will unfold, because it is unfolding constantly. It is not a static thing. It's unfolding and deepening and opening more and more and more and more, and as if there is no end.
That's the biggest learning from this conversation, which was the expectation of being, everyone says it's sort of like constant. Whenever there's liberation, they sort of like make it seem constant. It's like, there's no more whatever, and it makes it appear as in it's actually a constant thing. It's like a flat line.
Yeah.
and be going through the experience again. That seems important, which is the seeking is not there. Whatever happens automatically, and somehow it seems to oftentimes happen even better than the plans usually were. Again, couldn't have planned being in this conversation this week with last week, because there are like 7 days ago. The space that Michael was in 7 days ago is so different from whatever this is this happening. It's
Totally.
it can be planned.
It can't at all. Like I said in the beginning, it's so different each time. So everything, there is newness. And not only in the meetings, I was speaking about the meetings, but there is newness in everything. I mean, you look at this guy, which I've known for 10 years, and this is like a universe.
What is going on with your parents? Because there is if you think that you saw, go and spend time with your parents.
I'm at my parents' house right now.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty great. Sort of started for like a few days being pretty. My father has the usual dad jokes, and they used to bother me at one point. Now it's like it's the way he happens. He enjoys it, and it's like couldn't even argue with him. It's like whatever. It's like yeah, but definitely.
Wow.
There is more acceptance towards the people around with just like the being aspect of them. Less so around it would have been so much better if whatever person did this and that. The controlling seems a bit weird. It's like, and the pair with that is of course controlling takes into account that whatever my ideas in the past were, they were not better, just ideas. Again, thoughts were there. The content was a lie. The content would be a lie.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Wonderful. I don't know what to say else. Hope you will join us some more meetings if you want to, if you have an impulse and desire, of course.
Yes. You clarified a bunch of things, especially around expectations.
Yeah, expectations are usually a hindrance because we expect something and we missed what's obvious.
The Big Bang, basically. It's like Kundalini.
Yeah, there's different experience. There is also something called Kundalini, but this doesn't mean that there is only this. So
each experience is so unique. So
that
will be no other experience, and there is no other experience like this unique experience. How amazing is that?
It is pretty amazing.
Okay.
It feels wonderful, the degree of freedom. One of the biggest ones was starting to actually see, not just looking at things. It changed everything, as in from looking at people to looking back. It's like seeing a pattern, seeing a process, seeing a sensation, seeing. There was in the book in Gateless Crashers, there is a story about another guy, Michael, who had 40 years of meditation. I did not have that thing, but there was a point where Elena, I think is her name, sounds exasperated about his philosophizing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just look. And that was like the just look is like, oh, looking, you're actually looking. Like, like the process is not, I'm seeing a dad, the process just, and this is seeing, and this is looking. And probably that was the biggest one, like, look, see, and seeing, of course, not for sight, just seeing the everything.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. So you can open in the Liberation List Forum Romanian section because there is Bulgaria.
But not There are not so many people waiting in our language.
Again, not claiming anything, but maybe the experience might be helpful. I cannot. And this is interesting how everything happened. Otherwise, I cannot. There is no way to claim any ownership, any type of doing in this, because on probably in the weekend at like 2-3 p.m. doing the exercises in the home, suddenly there was a realization of, when closing the eyes, the sensations and everything are so more vivid. They seem free. Whenever I open my eyes and I look at things, it seems like I don't look at things, like I see my own projections, something like not seeing. And 2 hours later, I found a random Twitter thread around seeing, which is about a book around drawing, but it actually has the same metaphor around seeing, which is drawing is not about drawing or talent. Drawing is about sorry, I had a mosquito. So it's about seeing. Like drawing is actually just about seeing. It's like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. They mean the same thing. It is about seeing. Seeing is not the thought about seeing. Is the actual seeing.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the crucial part.
Yeah.
Bravo. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming here and sharing that.
For sort of like putting me through the situation where like maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe this.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Definitely, you're not crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of crazy. There is a lot of craziness in the world, but this is not crazy.
Yeah.
This is sobering from craziness. This is sobering, literally.
Yeah.
I was thinking my problems are real. Oh.
A lot of the things that seem like problems are like child play. It's like there are problems when you make it so. It's like this is a problem, and especially this is my problem. Now seeing it is like it's my problem. It's not any problem.
Yes.
Now it's like it's a situation. It's a whatever. It's something happened. Something.
Yeah, be curious. Be curious how conditioning will continue playing. Maybe some of it will like softens, or it's already softens. Maybe some will stay. And usually there are, so what I have noticed, I don't know, of course with everyone is different, but what I have noticed is that when the idea of a self is not at place anymore, and this idea was it was like a barrier to a lot of suppressed stuff, like all the things we didn't want to feel or buried. So when this idea is no more here, as if the coffin is open, like, and they start come up, like
Confirm.
suppressed stuff.
This is the reason why I asked, is this real? Because a lot more things are, I think a lot more things are becoming more aware. Like there's bigger awareness of so many things all of a sudden. so that was like, is this the direction?
Yeah.
This is opening the Pandora box in a good way. In a good way.
Just to chime in on the Pandora's box thing. That's what seems to be that's what seems to be happening here. It's just like deep in the guts, in like the belly, is in the hara. It seems like there's still like the controller kind of like hiding away, and it's like a very fearful energy. And kind of like
energy. What this energy would say if it has a voice? I'm curious.
I think it's like, I'm afraid it's like trying to protect from like my mother, from like criticism, from, yeah, it's like a protection kind of energy. So it's very weird that it's still there. Um,
Yeah.
Okay.
seemingly, and it's like this rock like deep in my belly sometimes, and then sometimes it seems to like let up, or um and I think it's just around maybe some childhood trauma or whatever. I expected it to be gone after I finished up in the forum, and it's just yeah, and it's just, I could see it just playing out in life when I'm at my work, in stress and social anxieties and um yeah, fears, just trying to get away from the experience, I think. And so I was inquiring into it yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, and it just felt like it was like the controller of experience, and it was like it needs to protect me from something. I don't know what it thinks.
Yeah, this is an old mechanism, old pattern. The
Yeah,
pattern
Yes.
doesn't know that the self is not there. That's why it is coming like as if there is a self.
yeah. This is conditioning, which we are talking about. And here, invitation is to, okay, something is coming. Let's say with your mom. So usually this is parents' problems are coming from there, and just we can be with you. Just meet it that there is a lot of space, eternity, wisdom, power, yeah, and this can be met. This no, yeah,
Yeah, this can
yeah,
be
meet it.
received here,
Mhm,
accepted, loved.
mhm.
Yeah, it's like it's afraid of the no self thing, because that means, it means death, and it's almost like a childlike thing where it's like, it doesn't want to it doesn't want to die or whatever. Um,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah. But there is a fear also.
yes.
Yeah, meet it.
Yeah, fear of
Yeah.
yeah, being criticized, being uh like really like unworthy.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah. This is in the system, and now you're ready to meet it.
That's
This
why
is,
it is
Yes.
coming.
yeah, just notice that all this space are,
Mm.
yeah, this is coming from, yeah, like something juicy to be felt.
It's like I've been treating it as a problem, right? So it's kind of like I've been pushing it down, treating it as a problem, and like saying like, go away, I need this to open up and stuff. And
You can meet.
Yeah, the only problem comes when there is this rejection or resistance to feel
yeah,
what is already there.
Mhm,
it's maybe rejection or abandonment. I don't know what the label is really.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just feel the feeling. That's the case. It is coming because there is enough space to be felt, embraced,
Yes.
and released.
Yeah. Well, with you, you can meet it right now. No problem. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just thought says this shouldn't be here.
And this is
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it's just like, this shouldn't be here. I'm stupid, like I don't have a right to speak. Um,
I don't believe that. This is never true. Never ever. Content of thought, like what Michael.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
content of thought
Yeah.
is never true.
The
Yeah.
content is fake, like on the first notice.
Yeah, but this is coming energetically with this conditioning. This is something which protect us with a lot of years, and now it's coming just to be seen and released.
Hmm.
Yeah, there is a space, just, yeah. Nothing really is, no one is in danger here, just protective mechanism.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you can release, you can pass through it. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's like what it says is like it's not safe, not safe, you know, that's been its story.
Yes, yeah. So the feeling is coming with not safe, and you can notice that this is not true. There is just feeling, no tiger here, nothing, just feeling. You can feel it, yeah. There is something old which is passing by, and you can meet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're much bigger than this. Yes. Yeah. This is nothing for you. You can feel this.
It's almost like I can't find it.
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
Wonderful. Yeah. What is coming? What is going on?
It's like the sense like this just story, if I'm doing it wrong, I've got it wrong, there's like guilt.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, this is coming to be seen. Don't believe story. Mine tried to. Yeah.
Some weird protection is that, but it is protection.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, shame, so that if there's control, then maybe nobody will see the shame or.
Yes, yes. Yes, this is very old thing. Mhm.
And most definitely, there's just like this abandonment and the unworthiness from just.
Hmm.
Yeah. 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 It's
And
kind
there's
of,
just
yeah. Yes.
this story, it should be like worse feeling this, because it's been such a big story, like this victim story, this abandonment story, my whole life has been.
Mm.
And there's the expectation that that I is still there. It's just.
Mm.
Wonderful to see that.
Yeah, there is a space for this. You can feel it.
It's like I can't tell if I'm avoiding it or where it
Mm.
is.
Just notice what is here. No. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Just voice this shouldn't be here. Sound this.
Yeah. Yeah, this shouldn't be here. It should be different.
Yeah.
I should have done it differently.
I did it wrong.
Yeah. Notice that this is yummy. This is juicy. Yeah.
Mm.
I have to let go of this. I have to find a way to get rid of this.
Yeah, this is mine, but you can say, no, this is my breakfast. I love it.
This is yummy.
Yeah,
I'm here for this.
I'm here for this. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it might just be imagination, but I imagine it's like almost like a contraction I had as a baby almost.
Yes, it's possible.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Yes. Something old live in the system.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And there is enough space now to be
Mhm.
to show itself.
Yeah, you can say, I am here for you.
I am here for you.
Yeah.
I feel,
Yeah, go.
yeah, I feel like maybe I'm dancing around it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to look for it.
Yes. Mhm. Yeah. Meet this and notice that the case that there is case doesn't mean that there is someone. Just a case, just a situation, feeling with story, energy.
Mm.
Yeah. Is it possible this story energy to create real self someone?
Nope.
It's just a story.
So can be here, no problem. Mind love problems can make problems with everything.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Problems in paradise, not. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel it, this energy, so much energy there. Yeah. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Huh. I can't tell if I'm feeling it or avoiding it.
What is the experience right now? What sensations are there?
There's just sensations deep in the belly, but it's like very light,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
stories.
Yeah.
and probably the sensation which was there, like more dense sensations, evaporates,
Yeah, and notice that
softens.
stories are known. Mhm.
It's almost like it has like a flavor to it, or just like a lens of reality, like I am the victim and this is the world and the world is dark and I have
Mhm.
to protect myself or whatever this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is known. This story is known.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and part of it that comes of is like you can't do it, and
Yeah. And this is known that thought suggests that there is someone who need to do something. Yeah. You are much bigger than thoughts can imagine. Yeah.
you know, and it's weird because when I was at a retreat in Ibiza and there was this just laughter and laughter and laughter and just no control. And I could feel that in the belly, it was just like contracting and contracting and contracting and it was afraid of like this no control. If there's no control, then there's no safety or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is parent's voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can make control. You are much
Mm.
bigger and free.
Yeah. Yes.
That which knows all this picture, all this story, all this control, does it contracted?
Nope. Mm.
This laughter is so contagious.
Yeah, we can challenge a little bit this experience.
Yes.
You can invite your imagination to bring your mom's image, and
Yes.
that this image is so innocent. There's nothing scary for you there. Just a picture of a woman.
No mommy and mom.
No, I mean, no. Wonderful.
Yeah, there's like the belief that like she gave me this energy and then making her guilty.
Wonderful belief. Wonderful.
No one there. Don't tell this to your mom, but
Yeah, and then I could see how the contraction, they kept manifesting this image of my mom because like my boss is my mom, or I go on a trip and the person that I stay with in the Airbnb is my mom, same.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and this role is playing everywhere, as if someone appeared to rule us or to give us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, always someone controlling me.
It is our projection. Yeah, we can make this, but there is no one.
Mm.
Yeah. Like you know this Tom and Jerry, this movie, and there is one lady with metlakake.
I don't know.
No,
A two, which is
yeah, one lady in the movie which constantly is slapping Tom and Jerry
clapping.
with that
Slapping.
slapping.
Oh yeah,
No.
with the wooden thing, yeah.
Yeah. No one in the picture. There is no head, no image of. Yeah, but just legs and hand and yeah. This
Yeah, it's impersonal.
yeah, this still live in us. This yeah, it's not a problem, but we can meet.
Yes. It's almost like me hitting myself as a joke.
Yes, we need someone to tell us what to do. Yeah, wonderful to see this. And now when this is happening again, you can notice that, this is mine.
Yes, and the victim often arises and it intercepts the,
Yeah, this is a pattern. I am
yeah,
someone, and I am a victim.
Yeah.
yes.
That you're enjoying very much of this.
Stinky game of a
It's,
victim.
it's definitely a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can drop in this. Oh, you can say, "Oh, hi. I just recognize how I like this game. Oh, someone to roll, punish me, to say, yeah, to be guilty because something is
Yeah.
enough. Oh, so juicy to feel this.
And when that feeling is welcome like that, mostly like it won't, it doesn't want to come again because it is already welcome and embraced.
Yeah,
But what is happening? The
no
mind
resistance.
yeah, the mind is constantly trying to push that away, like to say, no, it shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be here. This is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can enjoy your kinky desires. Yeah. And when you say, oh my God, I enjoy this, and this is not kinky, and there's no resistance, and so but is not interested anymore because it's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I did very much, I think, on a level and enjoy the experience. If the victim, I'm guilty, I did it wrong, I'm so horrible.
And the self is back. No self.
Yeah. It's wrong. I did it all wrong. I'm in the wrong place. Yeah. It's the wrong time. And
Yeah, someone is guilty here. My mom is her fault.
yeah, the guilt. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I could feel the guilt. Yeah. This is what it thrives off of, guilt.
You can say, "Oh, I enjoy guilt."
I enjoy guilt.
I never know that I like this. Wow.
Yeah, apparently I like this very much.
And now there's nothing hidden. Phew.
Yeah.
How you feel relaxation in the system?
Sorry?
Is there relaxation in the system? How you feel?
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. Mhm.
Yeah,
Ah.
there's like still a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing is wrong with the sensation being there. Just don't believe any story which comes from thoughts, any content. Never true, never.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story was like that it's like blocking my awakening.
You are already
The-
awake, awakening, already happened. Not blocking anything.
There was a huge expectation that, that everything would be perfect and blissful, and so that the conditioning was still here is just like such a surprise that like abandonment can be there, or even the story and the thoughts of the person, and that
Everything.
this was stress and all those things I thought would be completely gone and dissolved, and like everything would just be light all the time. This was the expectation, yeah. So it's a huge surprise that it's just
Yeah,
what it is.
but if awareness is enjoying of this, how to go? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say, wow, oh my God, I'm enjoying this. And then you put this to the light that this is here because
Yeah.
this here is enjoying this to be here. There is no one else. No, there is no self already and never was. Yeah.
Disneyland. Yeah, Disneyland everything. Yeah, that's true.
This delay every day, yeah.
Yeah, and it also is wonderful to see that expectation, to see that there is an expectation. It's you don't have to do anything about that. Just notice that there is an
Yes.
Yeah, and if we're enjoying to feel, if awareness is enjoying to feel guilt, what can be done? Yeah, mind is not agree. But,
Yeah. Yeah, there was just some I suppose also some grief that the like the story is over. And
you feel this grief, yeah, it's also
yeah, very
eatable, yeah.
so sad.
Oh, now what to do? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Like I try to relate to my brothers, I live with my brothers, or I try to relate and, be a person, or, and it's not the same. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Brian, are you okay to finish like this? How you feel?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay to meet the contractions and to just to allow it to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is wonderful to put it, to bring it to the awareness, just to say
the
that,
light,
wow,
yeah.
to the light, wow, I like this. And yeah, it will come to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like this. I like this, man. This is
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
It's maybe
Yeah.
weird, kinky, but this is nothing wrong. It's yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and the more we see, the more we are with things, right? The more it becomes enjoyable and it's easier. Like system learns to be with the experience when the experience is not pleasant.
Yeah.
This is how it learns.
Yes.
Basically.
And
Yeah.
freedom. Oh my God, I have right. Oh, it's possible this to be
Here.
here and to be loved and like to be here. guilt to be here. This is okay. What the freedom is.
Mm,
Yeah, freedom is not
Yeah.
from freedom is with. We are going
Yeah.
to make an extended day in the end of the month about that. Maybe we should say just a few words about that. But
Yeah.
I just want to say to Klaus that probably
Thank you.
maybe next time, Klaus, we are almost about 2 hours here. How you feel? Just to ask you.
Yeah, and to thank you, Brian, for the openness.
Thank you,
and
the
to-
prayer.
so brave.
Thank you guys. This is
Oh.
really helpful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Just to be able to be here, yeah.
Yeah, totally. There is space.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
got dark here.
Oh, just to say,
Yeah.
that you, I mean, you are here,
Mhm.
and if you want to share something, or maybe next time, how you feel?
Yeah, maybe next time. So today I yeah, I couldn't so really follow because yes, I'm not yet in this experience of no self, and so that was for me, yeah. I just realized that the experience is not there, and yeah, right now, so yeah, uh, yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with, yeah, with energy, with health issues, and yeah, as I said, yeah, last time I feel that this time is running out, and so I'm in this little bit in this race. Yeah, will I get it in this lifetime? And what will happen if I don't get it? So and so there's a lot of stuff going on inside of me, but
Yeah,
we don't yeah,
notice that your experience is totally, absolutely 100% valid. Your like whatever you're experiencing is totally valid.
Yeah, and this is also freedom. Yeah, in
This is
weird,
also freedom in a
in
weird way.
weird way, but
Notice that,
weird doesn't mean wrong.
yeah,
So
there is nothing wrong with whatever you're experiencing at the moment. Just notice that whatever is happening is here 100% valid, approved already.
yeah, and because mind said this shouldn't be here, and problem starts and start digging and to dissolve this. So okay,
Yeah, we are here.
you are
we
not
are-
a-
You are not
Yeah.
alone, definitely you're not.
No, we don't need expand on that today. Maybe next week or so. And yeah, yeah, I really, yeah, I'm also yeah, I want to find my way through. Instead of this
The
new
way,
self,
the way is here.
but
Yeah, the
yeah,
way is,
but it's yeah, yeah, unfortunately for it's past for 30 years now, still
yeah,
I have the impression that I'm at the same point stuck.
yeah,
and
you are not stuck.
yeah,
You are
you're
not
not,
stuck.
and you can notice that Mihai shared that this is really this is simple, because there is a when we read a lot of books or whatever, there is expectation, something, but
Yeah.
this is mhm.
And also, you are not here by mistake or by chance.
Mm, yeah.
And-
Nothing is by mistake. I mean,
yeah, the Mihai say something. What to say?
I have two things. As far as I consider, it happens automatically. Look as in look, not look with your mind, but actually with the experience. Like look at the experience, be with the experience, not with the thoughts. Like I said, what is in the thoughts, it's irrelevant. The fact that there are thoughts is just a fact. But looking is the biggest one, and your story is the one that I've read the most in the Gate Crasher, which is the guy that had like 40 years of meditation, and in the end, I'm gonna use like he said F Adyashanti. He made it sound so hard. it was the same experience. Like everything is like expectation about how it should look, about how it should feel. And in the end, it's about just looking at your own experience, not what the book is, what you experience, what it feels like, what the sensation is, what you see, what you hear. It is personal, and like John and Lubo say, it is as valid as whoever wrote a book, even more valid, because again, you've lived it more than so they read it through like third person.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mihai. Yeah, so
Yeah, so maybe then next time. So I guess we don't need to expand on that too much today because
and maybe this is wonderful for you just to notice how this happened easily and automatically. So recognition is happening all the time. This is every moment. It's not something.
And there is something also which recognizes that freedom. Otherwise, there won't be a resonance. So there is something which recognizes itself, I would say.
Yeah.
It's the same freedom. Like there is no different. Like freedom is not different. Like this is not different for like it's one and the same thing.
Yeah, there is no self already. So no need someone to die or to transform or no.
Yeah, dying, that is really a thing that the reason since I'm 50, I got 50, so then I realized dying from that became really a big thing for me. I don't know, but that it looks like that comes up all the time in the
but here dying
last
like
year
a
as well.
freedom,
Because I know the body will die some day. I don't guess this body will be on earth forever. So, and
okay, but during this investigation, let's this problem for body, how body will die, put it aside, and when you see, then you can deal with this
with the body
if there is need to deal with something. But okay, no need, because I understand there is making exercise, looking and constantly how to fix a problem with dying body. But
yeah,
with this you cannot. So put aside. Okay.
But also you don't have any problem with the dead body, at least.
Somehow no.
No challenges.
No one will jump.
Yeah, and you don't need to care about being enlightened or something like that. So problem solved.
Yeah, just put this problem aside and just notice, okay. So look, what to look? What is here? Sensation, thoughts, experience, touching, sounds. Oh, this is it. Yeah. And you know,
it makes it complicated.
Yeah, and you notice with beautiful how Brian is jump here to show that in the same time there is still contraction or something is coming, but this doesn't mean that there is a self, that there is some. This is freedom, and I am free with this. I can enjoy it.
For a lack of a better word, we can also use I. Why not?
Yeah, that are some questions, but really right over time maybe.
Next week
because also some questions came up with first how is that with now self, because you also have to make decisions because when you go to the supermarket and you buy something, does the no self or do you take the decision?
Wonderful.
So I buy that, or is God channeling you, or the no self channeling you? So
we will do that as a title, as
Yeah.
a
Yeah, so
for the decision
Yeah.
making. I totally understand. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, main sole focus for me is that to first of all to explore this myself. So that is
Yeah, I
yeah.
understand. Just this thoughts narrative is taken for someone. I should do this, that, it. Aha, their thoughts are thoughts, and there is me, I'm a thing, and this is how this is happening. But there is no self. Thoughts are not a thing. Oh, this is freedom, and thoughts just you can move through this. There is no time and space, but to move here. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We are here.
The decision
Mhm.
also will go to supermarket to you can continue you recognize money or everything will be the same.
Yeah, there will be no like, oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Uh,
There is already no self, no
Yeah.
flaws.
you can remark, okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's already no
So
already freedom. Just start with curiosity to look.
There is
Yeah.
just confusion, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all. Just confusion somehow appears.
yeah, this so yeah, from my point I would say yeah, definitely I'm identified with this well, I'm still identified with this person with this
That's absolutely valid.
body with
Valid.
Yeah, just that this is strong imagination, but imagination. Let's say movement of hand, and there is me which is moving this all long story which is in the background is but this is freedom, no. Yeah, just
yeah, so
invitation is to relax, let
And
system
trust, and
soften.
trust.
Yeah, when it's relaxed, soften. Okay, everyone says that everything is okay. So okay, I allow myself to relax, not to fight with, because this brings, how to say, like a filter. Yeah. Relax and yeah. We are not alone. You are not alone.
And we are not alone. No one is alone.
Yeah, and in the same time there is no one. So this is very
Complicated.
yeah,
Apparently.
strange.
yeah,
Everything is freedom. This is maybe everyone is freedom already.
yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you
Already
very
2
much.
hours. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to be here again next week. No, not here. Next week, the meeting is going to be closed. It's not going to be streamed on YouTube. And probably, we'll see how it goes, but probably we will stop streaming the meetings on YouTube. We're going to make them
Yeah, I'll check
Anyhow.
it.
28. In the end of the month, there will be a one-day event, extended, intensive. I think we call that intensive. There is info on our website. And yeah, if you're curious about what?
Yeah, we call it freedom and emotions.
Yeah.
Freedom and emotions. That will be one part in the morning. So guys from the east part of the world
Can join
and 2 parts in the
in the
evening.
evening. So guys, like from Europe or from
For Europe can join the
whole
day.
3 days, 3 meetings.
Yeah.
And yeah, what else to say?
Yeah.
We are
Okay.
here. What else?
Yeah. Nothing. Okay.
France, say something because
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. See you next time.
So yeah, have a good
Bye.
time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye, guys. Bye everyone. I didn't.
Bye.